Amid the chaos of daily life, a tiny, fragile kitten was discovered in a heartbreaking state. His small body bore the marks of severe neglect and abuse, and his face told a story of unimaginable suffering. One of his eyes was swollen and damaged beyond recognition, a consequence of the physical abuse he had endured. Alone and in pain, the kitten's future looked grim. But this wasn't where his story would end. What would happen next to this kitten? Be sure to keep watching. A compassionate rescuer found the kitten and immediately understood the urgency of his situation. They gently scooped him up, determined to give him a fighting chance. The rescuer brought the kitten to a veterinary hospital, where a team of skilled veterinarians began evaluating his condition. His injuries were extensive, and the damaged eye was a major concern. The vets explained that it might need to be removed, but they wanted to give the kitten time to stabilize before making a decision. In the meantime, they prescribed eye drops to reduce the swelling, redness, and puffiness, as well as medications to address his overall health. In those first few days, the kitten's journey was touch and go. He was weak and reluctant to eat, leaving everyone worried about whether he would have the strength to pull through. But then, on the third day, a remarkable change occurred. The tiny kitten, whose will to survive had seemed faint, began eating on his own. His appetite improved so much that he finished an entire meal by himself, a monumental step in his recovery. This newfound strength gave the rescuer and the veterinary team a glimmer of hope. It was a sign that this little survivor had the determination to fight back despite the challenges ahead. The next phase of his treatment focused on his damaged eye. For 5 to 7 days, the kitten received eye drops several times a day to reduce the swelling and puffiness around his eyelid. It was a delicate process that required patience and consistency, but the results were nothing short of miraculous. Day by day, the swelling diminished, the redness faded, and the eyelid began to shrink. By the time the follow-up appointment arrived, the veterinary team had some incredible news. Surgery was no longer necessary. Thanks to the treatment and the kitten's resilience, the eye had healed enough to avoid removal. This victory was a turning point in the kitten's journey. What once seemed like an insurmountable obstacle had been overcome through a combination of expert care, compassion, and the kitten's indomitable spirit. As the days turned into weeks, the kitten continued to make progress. His small frame, once frail and weak, grew stronger with each passing day. He played, explored, and even purred in moments of comfort, a stark contrast to the scared, suffering animal he had been when first rescued. His improved health also brought out his personality. He revealed himself to be a playful, curious kitten with a zest for life that seemed almost unthinkable given his traumatic past. His ability to trust and find joy again was a testament to the healing power of love and care. The kitten's story is one of resilience in the face of adversity. Despite being subjected to physical abuse and left in a dire condition, he refused to give up. With the help of his rescuer and the veterinary team, he turned his life around, proving that even the smallest and most vulnerable creatures can overcome great challenges when given the chance. His recovery also highlights the importance of early intervention and expert care. The decision to treat his eye rather than immediately resort to surgery not only spared him from additional trauma, but also showcased the power of medical treatment to achieve extraordinary outcomes. Pets rely on us for their well-being, love and safety, yet countless animals fall victim to abuse every year. Protecting pets from abuse is not just a moral obligation, it is essential for fostering a compassionate society. Abuse leaves profound physical and emotional scars on animals, as seen in the story of the tiny kitten who endured cruelty that left one of his eyes damaged. These vulnerable creatures cannot speak for themselves, making it crucial for humans to advocate for their rights and well-being. When we protect pets from abuse, we are not only safeguarding their lives, but also nurturing a deeper sense of empathy within ourselves and our communities. Abuse often stems from ignorance, neglect, or a lack of accountability. Educating pet owners about proper care and raising awareness of the signs of abuse can prevent countless cases of suffering. A pet's need for shelter, nutrition, medical care, and emotional support mirrors the basic needs of humans. Denying them these essentials is not only inhumane but perpetuates a cycle of harm that can affect other animals and even people. Intervening early, whether by reporting suspected abuse or offering assistance to struggling pet owners, can break this cycle and save lives. Moreover, protecting pets requires robust legal frameworks that define abuse and impose strict consequences for offenders. Advocacy for stronger animal welfare laws and enforcement ensures that abuse is not overlooked or excused. In communities with strong protections for animals, pets are more likely to thrive and less likely to become victims of violence or neglect. These laws also serve as a deterrent, sending a clear message that animal abuse will not be tolerated. At the heart of protecting pets from abuse is the recognition that animals feel pain, fear, and love, just as humans do. They form bonds with their caregivers and depend on them for everything. Breaking this trust through abuse not only harms the animal, but also damages the human-animal relationship, robbing both of the joy and companionship that such bonds bring. By fostering environments where pets are treated with care and respect, we create stronger connections that enrich our lives. The importance of protecting pets extends beyond individual animals. It reflects on the kind of society we want to build. A community that prioritizes the welfare of its most vulnerable members, including animals, is one that values kindness and responsibility. Teaching children to treat animals with respect lays the foundation for a more compassionate future, where empathy and care are prioritized over cruelty and indifference. The kitten's journey from suffering to recovery exemplifies the power of intervention and care. He was fortunate to be rescued by someone who refused to ignore his plight, but many animals are not as lucky. Each of us has a role to play in preventing abuse, whether by adopting from shelters, supporting rescue organisations, or educating others about responsible pet ownership. Even small actions such as reporting a neglected animal or donating to animal welfare efforts can make a significant difference. Protecting pets from abuse is a collective responsibility that requires vigilance, compassion, and action. When we protect pets, we honour their role in our lives and affirm our humanity. Let the story of this brave kitten remind us of the importance of speaking up for those who cannot speak for themselves, ensuring that every pet can live a life free from harm, filled with love and care. Now thriving and healthy, the kitten is ready to embark on the next chapter of his life. He's a survivor with a story that inspires hope and compassion. His journey reminds us all of the importance of standing up for those who cannot stand up for themselves, of being a voice for the voiceless. For the rescuer, this journey has been a labour of love. From the moment they found the kitten, they knew that his life was worth fighting for. Their unwavering dedication, combined with the support of skilled veterinarians, turned a seemingly hopeless situation into a story of triumph. As we reflect on the kitten's incredible transformation, let us remember that countless animals are still waiting for their chance at a better life. They need rescuers, caregivers, and compassionate individuals to step forward and make a difference. If this story has touched your heart, consider how you can help. Whether it's adopting a pet, fostering an animal in need, or supporting local shelters, every action counts. Together we can create more stories like this, stories of hope, healing, and second chances. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to join us in spreading stories of resilience and compassion. Let's continue to shine a light on the animals who need it most, just like this brave little kitten.